hosting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Quick Home Short. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed for the national championship game. Bringing it out. It's Scott. Solid job by the coverage team. Bringing it down at the 16. Using the ground game here. Quarterback has the handoff.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Give it to the back again. Got the first down and still moving. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Second down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Hand it off to the left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Big throw caught on the left side. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game. A chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. The pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
It's a run to the left. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Trying to find some room. It's Sanford. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. He gets the first and more. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a man. Breaks into open space. Touchdown, Houston, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for a touchdown himself.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. Big spot. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They test the middle there to get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
It's an out throw. The quarterback picks it up quickly. They get it down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. 0 running route. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
That's fire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. On the run here. Let's it go.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things and allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Takes the handoff. It's Sanford. Slams right into a wall. They're down for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Being thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a 1st down, and that should wrap up the 1st quarter of play. Well, Houston has the lead here. We reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanford. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line, and 1st and goal right there.
You You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Third down. On the move now. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal down. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They had stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. Makes the grab. It's Dixon. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? It's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Now the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You can tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pass is caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
He missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
He escapes the pocket. Important second down play coming up. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Pressure is coming. Lofted it in there, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, another incompletion.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
So here's the first play of the drive now, the beginning of 41. On first down, it's play action. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Looking to pass here on second down. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Tough possession here for this offense. That's 3 straight incompletions and now facing a 4th and 10.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielded near the 20. And the coverage team gets the returner near the ground. First down. On the move now. Looking deep down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Pull that out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down, looking to throw the football. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
He escapes the pocket. To make the first down in that scramble, that's a tough one for this defense to give up. A timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense finally producing here, sets up a 1st and 10. Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
This defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Receiver in motion now. Play action here on first down. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And the deep shot ball is incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion with a big tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. And they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Inside the 45. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Team does their job and secures the recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the second half on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. They trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this. best possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Sends the offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. But no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and making the play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On your run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with it, lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Touchdown, they'll test the left side. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss in field.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. And he is not going to get there. The defense stops him. Goal line.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Offense recovers the fumble. He keeps going. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They come up on 1st down, clock running, final minute here of the 3rd quarter.
It's a sack. That's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk Houston has the lead here. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here's a throw underneath the back. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Tight end goes in motion. Makes a quick catch. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it's tough to play defense inside the 5-yard line. Spread all over the field. They do a good job of pressuring. More importantly, they keep the receiver short of the goal line.
It's a good battle down near the goal line. 3rd down and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they got a tough decision here on 4th down.
Offense flinching before the snap. That will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, that's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Sure hands. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Illinois lining up quickly here.
Chris, that's a huge play for this offense. And keep in mind, they haven't scored a point yet. So to be able to come up with a play like this late in the game, maybe some confidence building here to be able to get that.
The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Across the 40. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the Cougars offense has back out onto the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Press coverage now from the secondary. And someone moved this a bit too early. And it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Grinding away with a running game. Finding some room at the 25. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Houston. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next-level speed.
Now the line to kick the extra point. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Scott. Tackled at the 23. Brought it out. Tried to make a play. But good coverage that time. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Grab down the middle. It's Dixon. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character's about and how you're not giving up.
Illinois landing up quickly here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and hits to the right. Soccer with a strong tackle there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got big fourth down play.
They'll kick it away here. He brought down that a penalty mark was on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the pocket. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Escaping the pressure, moving right. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally stop him now before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Illinois. As they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what, who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Going after it, up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On a hands team all over that to make the recovery. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Grinding away on the ground. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to run it. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Way onto the field. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep for late game heroics. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Illinois landing up quickly here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the right end. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Makes it. The game will end on one less incompletion. The course of the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial game and great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. I'm so impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of